Continuing to work with special characters. So I'm going to go to that N dash section under the hyphens and dashes. And then I want to select that text from December 15th to January 2nd underneath the N dash subheading. Now I want to use the Insert panel. So I'm going to switch from my Files panel to the Insert panel. Make sure that you're in HTML. Then I want to select Character. If you don't see that option, you can go to the Insert menu at the top of your screen and select HTML. I'm going to highlight the dash, Insert HTML, Character, and now select the N dash. So now it's just replaced that regular hyphen with the N dash, which is a little bit longer or wider. You can see in the code view now that there's a number that's been assigned, so that is the number code for an N dash. So rather than just memorizing that number, you can use the Insert panel and just go to the special characters. So InDesign has provided the code for some of those special characters, so you don't have to know the code, you can just select it there in the menu. Then we want to do the same thing for the hyphen in the equation. Just use your Insert HTML character and select that N dash. And then we want to do the same thing with our M dashes. So we use the longer or wider dash, the widest one, to separate word groups, or also to, if you're quoting somebody, you can use that to set apart their name. So we're going to replace the double hyphen with the M dash this time. And then you can see the code in the code pane for the M dash. Then we're going to do the same process for our copyright symbol. So I'm going to select the copyright symbol and use that Insert panel, look for my special characters for copyright, and you can see the code for the copyright in the code view. And I can delete the parentheses. And then you can do the same thing for the trademark symbol. So you can go ahead, I'm going to copy the copyright symbol. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the registered trademark symbol, and then the same thing for the regular trademark symbol. Now we want to learn how to create a table. And tables can be very helpful. There was a time where a lot of websites were designed using tables kind of as column and row format. So we're going to use a table to actually place some information and some data into the table format using the special characters for quotation marks. So look for the quotes and related characters paragraph. So after the quotes and related characters heading, I'm going to hit a return. And then I'm going to use that Insert panel in HTML and select Table. So now I have the option to select how many rows and columns I want to format this table with. So I'm just going to select 2 rows and 2 columns. I'm not going to input any values here for the table width and thickness and padding. I'm going to select the top row header option, and then I'm going to type in quotation characters under caption, which is going to be the title of my table, and click OK. So now you see you've got a table with the quotation characters, title, 2 rows and 2 columns. So I'm going to click inside the upper left cell and type in character description. Press Tab to move to the next cell to the right and type in character. Then you can see in the code view that the tags are being added here. So I've got a table body tag within the table container tags. Then I have the caption tag for my title of my table. Within the table body tags, I've got table row and then the scope with the text inside those tags. for that specific column. And then the table row, and then the next table row, I haven't added the text in there, so it's just a non-breaking space tag. So now I can go put my cursor into the next cell and type in my next row, and I'm going to type in double curly quotes. Hit tab, and then I'm going to choose some quote marks for my double curly quotes. So I'm going to use that character panel again under Insert HTML Character and select the left quote, curly quote mark, and then hit space, and then I'm going to insert the right one. So select the right quote mark. Then I can hit tab and it will automatically insert a new row of cells. Then I can type in single curly quotes, hit tab, and I want to go to Insert HTML Character, but this time I want to select Other and look for the single left quote. Click OK and space, and then do the same thing to select the right single quote. So we want to use those curly quotes or the smart quotes instead of the prime quotes. Those are reserved for the inch and the foot marks. So hit tab again, and now we're going to type in double prime, inches, or seconds. Hit tab, and then we're going to use the code pane this time to insert the prime quotes. So right now you've got that non-breaking space code in code view. So we're going to replace that with the ampersand prime code. And you can see the code hints is showing, giving you that option. I'm going to hit return. And then we can see in design view the prime quotes appear. So you can go ahead and finish out this table using the textbook. So the next cell is going to be single prime. And you can do the same method. For the single prime code, it's the ampersand with a lowercase p in prime. And I'm just going to move this paragraph below the table. I'm going to cut and paste it right before the table and delete my extra space. So then we're going to insert some more special characters using the code. Go to the multiplication sign heading under special characters and select that X for the multiplication sign. And now we're going to go to the code view, and it's highlighted. It's a little hard to see there, but so it's highlighted in the code view. And we're going to type in the code here. So instead of the X, we're going to type in the ampersand time abbreviation. Then the code hint will give you the code for the time symbol. Hit return, and now it's replaced it with the time symbol. So I'm just going to copy and paste that symbol to the next instance of the times. And then we're going to move on to stage 4, creating lists.